Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciating you taking time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Greatly appreciated. So thank you in advance. And also a special thank you to Yumi for providing these lovely candies. I really appreciate it. I ate all of the other hot chews, so I can't show those. This also is the theme of today's episode. It is Mario time. Not only is it Mario time, it is my favorite Mario of all time, Super Mario World. Now, I have to give a little context with this game, just because, one, I want to tell a story about when I first saw this game, because it was absolutely mind-blowing for me. Now, this is like late 92. Mario 3 is the only Mario that I know of as far as the most recent one, and Mario 3 is one of the best Marios ever, right? Now, I see a Super Nintendo. The only thing I really remember seeing on Super Nintendo prior to that was a brief glimpse of Street Fighter, or at the time, the game that I had played in the bus station at one time. So I don't even know that there is a Super Mario World. So I'm visiting, one of my cousins, and I see somebody playing what looks to be a Super Nintendo, and I'm like, oh, okay, I remember what that's supposed to be, And then I'm like, okay, so what are they playing? And I see them flying with Mario, and I don't understand because he's got a cape and he looks like a superhero. And last time I remember flying with Mario, you had to use the raccoon tail, as we called it. And I'm like, hey, can I play? Please, can I play? But absolutely blown away by everything about this game, from it having an even cooler and even better world map system than Mario 3 had, even though they should have had a flute. But like seeing the fact that you go back to levels after you unlock certain things and branching paths and all of this crazy stuff, not to mention Yoshi, which is a whole nother gameplay dynamic, and just like the moon pieces and just all of this stuff. Like I just was absolutely floored. And then to the fact that it also played, better than any Mario I had played into that point as far as controls and different abilities. You're climbing the side of walls, just all of this stuff. Yoshi eats something and some shells will make him be able to spit a fireball out. And then you got Tackle and Chuck coming out at the end of every level. And it's just like, all right. They somehow have done even better with something I felt like had already peaked. And from that point on, really, honestly, like every Mario game, my expectations are through the roof. And I know that's not fair to them, but like you kind of were being on a streak that's just kind of unprecedented, right? So like I have to say something. Like this game was the reason why I'm like, okay, yeah, I have to get a Super Nintendo. Like there's no, I have to have this game, and I need this Mario. And also like, I don't want to leave this house, because if I leave this house, then I'll have to stop playing this game, and I can't stop playing this game. Luckily my cousins had already beat it, and they were like, play till your face falls off. So I think I did. I probably, asked to spend the night and just sat in front of the TV for hours and hours on end, and they let me do it because that was kind of my thing. But it's just, it was just a crazy game to have like all the stuff that Mario 3 did and just do it better and somehow make it more fun and even more challenging in certain cases. And there was always like going back to levels and like figuring out that you missed this thing, or what can you find, and going all the way to the top of the level, going all the way to the bottom of a level, like just trying to see how many pipes you could go into. The fact that you had like an inventory system. Now granted, Super Mario 3 was a little bit better than that because you got to keep all the items, but that's okay. Having like a backup that you could always just pull out was always pretty good, because if you're like me, you get a little too active and too brazen, and you hit something and you gotta find out the hard way. And so having a little backup power up, keeps you in the game. Now I don't appreciate the fact that if I got the flower or I have the cape and I get hit, I don't just turn into like, big Mario. Like, give me 3 stages. Don't just give me 2. I feel like I deserve that. Been saving the Mushroom Kingdom for like 4 games now, so I should have that. But one of the most legendary Mario games, has been on multiple different platforms, and for good reason. Like, as to me, as iconic as the original Mario in a lot of regards, with the introduction of Yoshi, and also, by the way, like the Luigi skin on here, which I should have picked just to show you. Like was kind of fire, right? Like, I'm not tripping on that. Like, Luigi, you know, the purple and green was really rocking. Like, that was like one of the first times where I'm like, no, it's okay. I don't have to be Mario. It's fine. I can be Luigi. He looked kind of cool, you know. But just it also, to me, has one of the greatest Bowser devices. Like, that flying thing was preposterous, right? Like, that just, you know, you'd have been better off just coming at me Mario 3 style. But, you know, we got to see some of the creativity of Nintendo with that. And all of the bosses in the game are like, you know, they're similar but really different every time. And then like you get the Bowser and like, you know, it's lightning and he's coming from the background. Like, it was really good, really good. I'm sure you've played this game. I'm sure you enjoyed it. I just want to hear more about, you know, times you spent hours and hours on there playing this game, and what are your memories of first seeing this game and first playing it. Either way, I really appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Thanks, Yumi. Peace.